Votez Corée!
Guy Code with Rena Osare.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Guy Code. On this third episode, we'll be talking about leading the pack. And this one, I'm joined with my friend Martin. Martin, how is it going?
Good, man. What's up?
We are really happy to have you here at the Guy Code. So today we'll be talking about leading the pack, about leadership in masculinity, especially. So just how men have always been that kind to want to be a leader. Want to be that guy who, you have all the things covered, you can handle everything and people look up to you. So, and they call that, an alpha male.
Yeah.
So would you say you're an alpha male, Martin?
I would, yeah. Because I like taking charge sometimes. Actually, not sometimes, but most times, actually. I just feel that I'm confident enough to do so.
So you would say you're an alpha male. So growing up, and we've covered this in the other episodes of especially, finding yourself and growing into manhood. Growing up, how did you know that you are an alpha male? Was it just a confidence thing you always had, or your environment? How did you know, and how was it cultivated in you?
Growing up, I never knew I was an alpha male. I was kind of timid growing up, I'm one of those, like, when you hit puberty, then things start to change, all that shit, yeah. So when I was growing up, not really, but the people around me, especially the adults, they showed that, like it's cool to be that guy. So I was like, I think I want to grow up to be like that. So when puberty hit is when now I started getting a bit of confidence, because I used to be timid. And this is where we are now. So I consider myself an alpha male.
I would consider yourself an alpha, but I wouldn't say I'm an alpha completely. I would say I gauge the situation,
I guess it's good to gauge. Yeah, well, of course, not all the time. You can be like, because you look like kind of a kind of a prick, Yeah. So I think that's a good point. You have to gauge the time to show that side.
Yeah, so it's very important. So you talked about your environment, the guys you're looking up to growing up. So would you say one of those guys is probably your peers? Did you have big brothers who said, hey, you need to man up, stop being a punk?
Yeah, I have a big bro. However, I didn't really show him that much my timid side, though, because, you want to be, you want to show your bro, at least, like, handle yourself. Yeah. But my peers, my peers, like if you're bigger than me automatically, because I used to be so skinny. So if you're bigger than me automatically, I'm like, okay, let me just back down.
So that's interesting. So you're saying that you've always wanted to be the lead man since growing up and just figuring yourself, especially your masculinity. So how has that always turned out? Was there some times that it didn't work out well, and you said that you agree that you have to see the circumstances and the points where you have to exercise your influence. So how did you go about learning those times? Was there a situation where you're like, you want to take charge and you're like, hey, the guys who can handle this, you need to step aside for this one?
Something as simple as football. Just sports, like let's say you want to be like a captain, you're a team at home even, so you'd be like, okay, fine, be the captain. Then from there, like, shit, what should I do, So I think that's when I learned to let other people do some things which I don't really know, because I was lacking the confidence to do so, because it was hard, So I kind of learned that, but at a very young age, to step aside.
I think also believes that you always have to be very cautious in the places you walk around with and the people you deal with, because there's some people who will take your over influence as something that they don't like and something that will irritate them. So talking about irritation, let's go into patriarchy. This is something that many people have been talking about, especially feminists and even men have been talking about, patriarchy in systems.
Feminists have been going off.
Yeah, they have been going off.
Going off.
That we need more inclusion. We need more. Too many men in one place can't.
Yeah.
They need a diversified way of thinking. So, what do you think about patriarchy? Honestly, yourself, in that, do you think we need more women, or is there a sub point that you can say there are too many men in the room? We need a woman's view in things.
That's a really tough debate,
Yeah.
because this is something which was there even before us.
Yeah.
It's been considered that men should be at the top. No shade to females, but it's been like that for so long, centuries upon centuries. In Saudi Arabia, they've just legalized women to drive.
To drive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because men used to do all that, but in Saudi Arabia they've just legalized it.
It's crazy.
But back to patriarchy, I think men do a solid job when given that position. But not saying that women can't do what we can do, but some women are tough. Yeah.
So they need a shot at.
But I prefer
the bros, huh?
The
guy
bros.
code.
With Renaissance.
Bros. The bros, yeah, I prefer the bros. No shit to women though.
Yeah. So talking about football, I think actually you're right. This patriarchy, this point that you said, women need to be given a chance because these leadership roles, everything is every career has a woman representative. There's no thing that this is only a purely man job. Only probably the ones that they tend to avoid, like joining the army or being in an elite force like the M16 and stuff like that. But I think that women really do have a shot to being, trying out anything we can try out. So I think we need patriarchy needs to be handled, and I think we can all work together, because if you know what I know, we can work together.
Make it better, man.
Yeah, make it better.
Make it better.
No competition. Let's just complement each other.
Yeah, but I feel like women sometimes try to prove something.
Yeah.
Not even to other men, but to other women. Something is makeup. Let's just go to the makeup side. Yeah, do something. Anyway, yeah, something like makeup. Women don't do it to please guys. Women do it to show this chick
she's
I
there.
got that. My makeup doesn't come up when I swing. But anyway, yeah, man. I think women sometimes try to prove a point, I'm tough, something like that. Yeah.
Talking about proving things, let's go to leadership, about leading the pack. So they're saying that you and I had these alpha male, tendencies. Do you think trying to prove things can end up leadership being misused?
Yeah.
You're trying to prove that I'm the charge, I'm more powerful than you, and this leadership can be misused, and leaders tend to exploit and probably try to get things that they're not supposed to get. There's all this news about Harvey Weinstein. We have R. Kelly just came out.
Oh man, that was sad.
R. Kelly is I can say still is one of the most talented musicians out there.
But what he just did,
just
messed up.
He just messed up young girls.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
It's really tough.
That's tough.
It's
man.
really tough because everyone looks at him as he's an icon.
Yeah.
He's a legend. No one. He's in a class all by himself. You can't just go after him unless you're in that league of influence. So, what do you think about leadership being misused?
I think leadership could be misused in. Okay, let's say I'm trying to be the president of a school.
Yeah.
Or even just a representative in my county or country, whatever you want to call it. Then I go around seeking votes. Yeah. Then I try talk to them in another way. Let's say I try making myself look kind of richer than them. Come pulling up with big cars and shit. Then I talk down on them. Yeah, it will look like I'm an alpha male. This guy has it, but it will kind of look like I'm just making them look like
shallow
Yeah,
peasants.
they're just like peasants. Actually, yeah, that's what I was looking for. They just look like peasants, so you end up looking like a prick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think leadership can be misused, especially now when you've just gotten it. Then now you have like that kind of power, you know.
Yeah.
Like let's say the team inside which you talked about.
Yeah.
And then let's say immediately give me power.
Yeah.
You know, I can do whatever I want to do.
Exactly.
Like I can just mess up everyone who used to bully me or whatever like
Exactly.
that. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you can misuse it. Even on good people. Even good people can just misuse that shit so badly. So yeah, leadership can be misused, man. Especially if it's in the wrong hands.
Yeah, so power, all this power and these alpha male capabilities, although it's very good, it has to be used rightly. That's what you're saying.
You have to be responsible.
Yeah, it has to be responsible, because this influence, I think everything that we've been given and that we're born with has come to a responsibility. You know, there's a responsibility why we have different gifts, and some are born leaders with leadership qualities. It comes to the responsibility. It's not just there so that you can get.
But sorry to interrupt. But do you think that someone can be born a leader?
I think definitely you can be born with leadership qualities. I think some people leadership comes more easily than others because you know, from a young age you can see there's some kids who always tend to coordinate even other kids. They just do it normally. They just, without thinking, like, okay, we're going to play the simplest of games, or like, okay, we'll start from there and there, and then they go back.
And then you just find yourself listening to them. You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Like, wow, okay.
With Rasta.
This kid has it on control. He's king of the playgroup, but it's still leadership. And I think definitely there's some people who have leadership capabilities comes easier to them than other people. So definitely. What do you think? Is there some like born leadership?
I think what you said actually is pretty solid. So I think so. But I think there's people who learn. I think I'll take an example of myself. I think you learn to be like, because becoming a leader, you have to be respected first of all. People, even your peers. Actually, first is your peers. If your peers don't respect you, bro, like, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So becoming a leader, especially amongst your guys, among your chicks, you have to be respected, honestly, by them. Yeah, you have to show that you can be responsible of taking care of even just your friends. Like, you have to show also you're a true friend, not just a prick who wants attention.
Definitely.
Yeah. So become a good leader, and you have to have confidence.
Yeah.
You have to be so confident in yourself, but don't make it so much that you end up looking like a douchebag.
So definitely. So I got you. That's how it is. On the last one, I would say, like, how would you advise men who maybe have this alpha male capability, were born with it, and how would you advise them to be responsible, as we've discussed right now, to be responsible with their gift, so that they can make the right choices and influence other people to make the right choices as well?
They have to they have to know how to do it correctly. Like, okay, hold on. They have to be responsible at all times. Yeah. Like, you can't be caught sleeping, man. Yeah. Like, you have to be on point. But most guys, you've seen on Instagram, like, guys are going out to the pod and recording or giving them money. The admiration and all that will come. Like, if you do good, if you want admiration, then what's the point of being an alpha male? Yeah. Understand? Yeah. So just don't look at the fame. If you want fame, be responsible, dude. Just do the right thing. That thing will come later, honestly. So I'll advise them to just do it for the good from their heart. Yeah, definitely. Like, just be you. Don't try to copy someone. Just let it be you at all times. Don't end up looking like a douchebag because of your confidence pulling up in your Porsche. You know what I'm saying?
But the Porsche is nice though.
But the Porsche is nice though. Like, hey. But I'll advise them just be good, man. As in, it doesn't take a lot out of you, bro. Like,
definitely.
It'll be cool, bro.
Yeah, definitely, because I think that's very important. So I think there's one thing we can say or learn from this discussion is that these things are gifts, you know. If you're born an alpha male, you know, you should embrace it. It's your gift, you know. Just be who you are. Don't try to be payment. If you try to, you know, tone it down because of others, just embrace who you are. But understand that this comes with the responsibility, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever gift you've been put in, whatever sphere of influence you're in, you know that this comes with the responsibility to make the people around you have a better life and, you know, become better people. So I think that's one thing.
And as well as understanding them as well. You have to understand the people around you. Because if you want to create a safe space for, okay, my bad, but illiterate people, you know, you can't just judge them based on the comments. You know, you can't just be like, no, you're wrong. No, you just have to create a safe space. Let them say what they want to say. Then if you want to correct them, do it in a just way. You know, so they'd be like, okay, he's really not much of a dick after all. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just, you know, be nice and just respect people, because that's the mark of, you know, a true leader. So
like when you respect people, they'll respect you back.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Martin, for joining us for this third episode of The Guy Code with Reynolds Suarez. So look out for the next episode. I hope, you know, you got something out of this episode, and look forward for more discussion with guys like Martin. So thank you, Martin, for joining us, and this has been The Guy Code. We are out. See you for the next episode. Peace.